million people for the one and only Josh Watts.
All right. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to start this out with honesty. I'm from Livingston Parish. The amount of teeth in this room have made me uncomfortable just immediately. I feel attacked. I do like to always start a show by explaining where I'm from because I feel like it gives you a window that explains everything I say after it. I am from a little town. It's right outside here. If you haven't heard of it, you can Google it after the show. It's called Denham Springs, Louisiana. And it's spelled just like it sounds, D-E-N-K-K-K-H-A-M Springs. I did that joke in Denham. And a guy yelled at me from the back of the room with his entire heart. That's not how you spell it! But that man had a pillowcase with eye holes on his head, so maybe I win, huh? The last time I was here, I'll tell you a little story. Last time I was here, I was asked to perform in a talent show called Baton Rouge's Got Talent. If you've never heard of Baton Rouge's Got Talent, which I can tell by the weight I had to give for those applause to die down, it's just like America's Got Talent, except two of the judges are crawfish. You're not going to make me feel bad about that, sorry. And if you don't know comedy, comedians don't usually win those things. But I knew it was in a theater and it was a chance for me to do a show that people were going to see, so I said, hell yeah, I'll do it. And I went into it with no hope in my heart. I didn't have any, do you hear the bitterness? And then when I got to the green room, they brought out a trophy. And it was about 7 inches, and it was a little star, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you it said, "You're the best." And I know it came from Hobby Lobby. You could see the halo on it in the room when the light hit it, right? And when I saw that trophy, everything about me changed, because I went from knowing I wasn't going to win to knowing for a fact I'm leaving with that trophy. Whether I win it from the stage or in a street fight in the parking lot, I am taking that trophy home with me. And the determination led me to the finals. I made it all the way to the finals. And when I was getting ready to perform, they brought in the other finalists to introduce us. It was mind games. I know why they did it. They brought in this guy, and his name was Garrett. And he was a firefighter, like the Marlboro Man your mom used to masturbate to. A firefighter cowboy, right? He comes in. They said Wranglers, but I know they were jeggings. There's no way that denim can be that tight. It's impossible. I don't believe it. And he plays I Love America country music. And as soon as I met this dude, I said, shit. I'm gonna go on the stage and talk about my kids pooping, and this guy's gonna go sing about America. I don't stand a chance. Well, I could save everybody from a fire right now, and he would still win. All right. But, and here's the trick. I have an ace up my sleeve. It's a card I've only played once in my life. I'm a disabled veteran. And I've only used it once because I found out they give you a license plate that you can put on your car and you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's like Grand Theft Auto. It erases everything. I haven't driven to a grocery store in 3 years. I drive to the manager's house and honk the horn, and he has to drive me to the Winn-Dixie in my neighborhood. But I said, I bet that would help me here tonight if I said that. But the thing is, I want all the accolades and love and praise that comes from being a disabled veteran, but I don't want to be the person that has to say it. You know, I want it to just come naturally because somebody else told you. So I was like, all right, I got to set this up right. And then I said, waiting for the MC. He gets ready to call Garrett out. And he says, not only handsome, this next finalist is a local hero. Give it up for Garrett. And the whole place, every pussy got hard, every dick got wet in the entire building. It was the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. He got on stage and he sang that Toby Keith song about kicking a dog in a cage. I don't know the words exactly, but they loved it. Everybody loved it. He got off the stage, he baby oiled his arms. I know he did. He says he didn't, I don't believe him. And as he was getting ready to come off the stage, I called the MC over. I said, come here. And he leaned over and I said, look, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to subtly mention that I am a disabled veteran when you bring me on the stage. And he looked me right in the face and said, what? And I said, no. I need you to say that I am a disabled veteran. You can say hero, whichever one you want to use. It's really, I'll give dealer's choice. But I need you to say that to even this playing field because of what you did earlier. Are we cool? We got it? And he said, yeah. Garrett gets done, comes off the stage. I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs. I'm nauseous. I'm so nervous. Because I have to have this $8 Hobby Lobby trophy now for some reason. I can't show my children my face again if I don't take this trophy home. And I'm waiting. The MC comes out and he says, ladies and gentlemen, this next finalist wanted me to tell you all that he's retarded. Give it up for Josh Watts! So then I had to get on stage and say, that's not what I said. I said handicapped. And then I yelled at a crowd and everybody was like, hey, why is he saying that he's a retarded handicap? And then they stood up and applauded because they thought it was like a Make-A-Wish. Everybody stood up and applauded. It felt good, I'm not gonna lie. It felt really good. It was nice, but I still didn't win. I did not win that night. Didn't take the trophy home, but I found out the MC was right about one thing. Garrett was a local hero because he donated that trophy to me that night. Right? By leaving his truck unlocked in the parking lot. I've lied to my children for 3 years about how that trophy got on the mail. I'll tell you one more. I am a stay-at-home father. I have 2 very small children. If you're wondering why I'm a stay-at-home father, you heard the story I just told. I'm a 43-year-old man with a mohawk that does this on the weekends, and my wife has a couple of degrees, so it wasn't a hard decision to figure out who got to stay home. We've been potty training one of our children. One of them, we thought we had done it. We saw the light at the end of the tunnel. God had graced us with, we were done. But then when the other one gets attention, they revert back. If you don't know about potty training, it's just God's way of seeing how much you actually wanted children. That's all it is. And the other night, I am on the couch, and my daughter runs up the stairs. Couldn't be less than 45 seconds later. She yells down to me and says, she screams top of her lungs. I can't hear a word she's saying because I purposely have Law and Order as loud as it'll go so that I can't hear what she's saying. And then she runs the edge of the stairs, and I pause it, and she yells down, Hey, Dad, I just wanted you to know there's no poop up here, okay? I didn't even think there might be. But now, and I asked her, I said, so why did you say that then? And there was too long of a pause. And she said, I thought that you might think that there was poop, and I didn't want you to worry about it because I know you worry about us so much because you're a good dad. Now, despite what my appearance in these skinny jeans might tell you, I am not a lawyer. But I do know enough to know that if I don't go physically check and see what's going on up there, CPS can take my children. Probably my dogs. Definitely my children if they find out which one I'm more upset about them taking in the first place. And I turn around and I look up the stairs and I see my son, who a minute ago had run past me in a full Spider-Man suit. He is at the top of the stairs, and he is frozen, and he is covered head to toe in poop. He is frozen at the top of the stairs, as if my vision is based on movement, and I won't see him. And he has so much poop on him that he looks like that blurry picture of Bigfoot in the woods. It was really funny. For a second, I was like, I'm going squatching. And he looked at me for 45 seconds and then went, oh, and backed up into the room and closed the door. And my daughter Zoe, who was standing there the whole time, said, that wasn't poop. And I said, Zoe, I have to come up there now. She said, no, you don't. There's no poop. You don't believe me? Dad, you don't believe me? And as I started making my way up the stairs, she threw a barrel down. I had to jump over it like Donkey Kong to get up. I don't even know where it came from. And I opened the door. There was poop. There was so much poop. There was hot tubs filled with poop. There was Paw Patrol trucks that had little poop drivers. They had to have imported poop somehow. I don't understand how even this is possible. And look, I claim to be the father of the year because the way that I handled this situation, Baton Rouge, you can tell me after the show if you're on my side or not. What I did was when my wife came home, I closed the bedroom door upstairs and I drove to this show here tonight. And about halfway in my hour drive here, my wife texted me and she said, hey honey, why is the kid's bedroom door closed? Not gonna lie, I waited a good 20 minutes to reply. And then I took my phone out and I said, I don't know, but it's not poop, don't go in there. And I turned my phone off. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh Watts. Thank you very much.